last one on the topic. Just thinking of it. Every generation, like for the last couple generations, always thought the one before it was dumb. Always had a cause. Always thought they were saving the world. And always blamed the one before it for trash in the world, and the one after it for not doing nothing. Going back, it was first the big cause was World War II. Well, World War One, which was a world war. So then was the Civil Rights Movement. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, that whole thing, that bit, which huge. World War II, literally saving the world, like Generation Z, the fixing the environment, all that. They're trying to save the world. World War II actually did save the world from, closest thing that people alive now ever seen, ever comes close to pure evil. I know the psychopaths and shit, but they don't measure up. Then there was Civil Rights Movement, the peace, the hippie movement, make love not war. Always try to save the world, try to stop war, try to convince people that fucking is better than shooting people, which I never got how that was questioned. Then the generation after that was let me see, what was trying to fix racism. That's every generation's thing. We're getting slowly better at getting rid of hate. And the start of the fixing the environment, then the whole vegan craze, and now it's save the environment and get rid of hatred altogether, which we're the closest we've ever been. Which brings me back to my last point. This generation is the most accepting generation ever, yet they're not accepting of people that was born before them. And yet, before you say it, they destroyed the environment. No, 90% of the people back then didn't know about climate change because they weren't smart enough, or were too broke China's raise their kids to worry about the environment, or had no control over what politicians did. Only the top 1% ever had that much control over the world. Blame the top 1% of the boomers. Makes sense. Just like the top 1% of Generation Z, the millennials, could, if they want to, fix a lot of problems. If they put, instead of a tenth of what they make into saving, put half of what if every billionaire puts half, or at least close to their net worth, towards a cause, that cause will be fixed. We'd cure cancer. We'd figure out a way to slow climate change to a crawl. Hell, we put that much money into NASA, we'd be living on a different planet right now. But that's not going to happen. So instead of blaming the 70% of the people that did nothing to fuck up the environment, because they really couldn't do anything about it, blame the couple people back then that could have done something. Politicians, presidents, world leaders, billionaires, blame them. Some soccer mom that had to drive a car that put way too much exhaust, and have to eat trans fat foods, and didn't care about what vegetables, what the shit that people put in the vegetables as long as their kids were eating vegetables, as long as the kids had a shirt on their back, didn't really care about anything else, don't blame them. Else you're just blaming your mom for raising you and not fighting with that. And the next generation, they're gonna think you're stupid too. So don't blame the generation before you, else the generation after you would just blame you.